Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing this Crafter Square DIY crochet kit from the Dollar Tree. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So if you have not seen my previous video of my mini Dollar Tree haul, go check that out. But I have been going far and wide trying to find these kits for you guys. I know some of you have requested me to replicate some of the, or at least decipher some of the instructions for you. And I would totally love to do that. If you would like to have this done and you have these kits, please go ahead and email me. I'll leave the email address here. It's also in my About section on YouTube. Email me images of the instructions and I will be able to do that for you, only because I went to about a dozen Dollar Trees over the weekend and this is the only one that I found. So it would definitely help me out as well as help you out if there's something that you want to see but I don't have. Okay, so in this kit we have the yarn, the fiber fill, we have a safety pin, we have the crocheting needle, and a plastic needle with the instructions. And so let's open this up and see what we have here. I'm trying to open it without destroying it, so let's try it this way. And overall, I think these kits are cute and they're great, except they are very confusing. The materials they provide aren't enough to complete the project sometimes, so just be mindful of that. But you are getting what you pay for, and for me it was $1.25. So here are the instructions. It's more than one page, which is amazing. If you missed the characters that I have done from Crafter Square, it's all on one sheet. Here it's on one sheet, but it's like separated in a booklet. So we have part 1 through part 4, and there's a lot more visuals, which hopefully will be helpful to us, because in the character instructions they don't have much to go by. We have some abbreviations to help you out what they're talking about, and these are kind of universal throughout most crochet books or instructions. How to read each instruction, and then it starts with the actual steps to make it. We are going to start off with the pot, then we're going to do the soil. This is cute. And then we'll do the leaves, large, medium, and small. And then it's just a bunch of sewing. Okay. So in this bag, and I can tell you already, they provide you a metal hook, which is definitely a step up from the plastic hooks that they would give you in the character kits, which is baffling, because why wouldn't they do just the same thing throughout? I mean, I had one viewer comment on how the character hooks were too flimsy, and I would agree for a beginner, because you like put so much tension on the needle sometimes, and the heat on top of that from your hands will make the plastic needle bend a lot easier than it should. And then if you have a metal one, this metal one's not going anywhere. I mean, I've bent. Okay, don't get me wrong. You can definitely bend these. I don't even know what I was doing with it, but anyway, these are 3.0 millimeter sized hook. So if you ever lose them, you can replace it. Here's the plastic needle. And then we have our pieces of yarn. I'm guessing this one's for the soil. This is one for the flower, and this is for the pot. And then you get your little package of fiber fill. And I love their fiber fill, actually. And you know, at the dollar store, or at the Dollar Tree, I did see that they sell a larger packaging of, I'm assuming, the same fiber fill because it's by Crafter Square. So, you know, on some of the characters I did, there wasn't enough fiber fill. I would suggest going there and purchasing a larger, it's a fairly large bag, which is why I didn't get it. I still have my other stuffing anyway, but yeah, it's a pretty decently sized bag for future anything you do. And then they do sell their own yarn. I just can't guarantee they're gonna have it in the right color or the right material because brands vary. You can find the similar color, but the yarn and how they spool it could be so different. Like it could be thicker, it could be thinner, it could be wiry with like frizz. So anyway, that's that. Now, I don't know what this is. I wish it would tell you. Like, it doesn't say, you know, it just says DIY crochet kit. Okay, that's great, but what is it? It looks like a flower and a pot. Let's see if I can find anywhere on here where it says it's a petunia, or, you know, I don't know flowers, so that's why I'm just saying whatever. But yeah, it doesn't say what it is. All right, anyway, so let's start this off, you guys. We're just gonna dive right into these, as you know that I do. And I'm going to explain the stitches as I go. I used to just show each one in the beginning, but that just seems a little too much for the video. So I'm going to need my pot yarn. I could just pull the end that way, but I really don't want to accidentally, like, you know, make a knot. So I'm just gonna untie this all together. Okay. Where did that other piece go? Okay. Okay, so for round one, we're going to use brown yarn working. It's so funny because brown yarn, but again, this is this is the smaller of the other ones, so I'm assuming this one's for the soil. Plus it looks more like soil. Anyway, use brown yarn working into magic ring. 6 single crochet stitches, 6 stitches in total. Okay, so that's where you're just supposed to know what a magic ring is. All right, I'm gonna be using my right hand. I usually start my videos with my right hand. I may do remakes for my left. If you are in need of a lefty video, just message me in the comments below and I will remake it in lefty, because I am originally lefty, but I know a lot of viewers and statistically are mostly righty. And trust me, I know, I feel like, you know, why don't they have instructions fit for lefties? Because it's the same, but it's not. But anyway, also, if you feel that I am moving too slow or too fast, go click the gear button at the corner of the screen. There's a playback option where you can speed up or slow down the video. And also, if you feel like my voice is a little too cracky, because it's been lately, go ahead and click on the CC, that's the closed caption button, and lower the volume on your phone. And all you'll have to do is just see what I'm doing and read the captions, and you're all good. Okay, so let's show you how to start the magic ring. Okay, so for righties, we're going to take the yarn like this. We're going to wrap it around your finger twice, and we're going to get it to where there's a little piece of it over the index finger, so you can take your middle finger and just place it down on top, just like that. So now hold your finger out like this so we can see it better. We're going to stick the hook underneath each of the 3 strands like that. Then I'm going to take the hook and I'm going to hook this strand here and pull it underneath these 2. So we have it just like that. So now I'm going to yarn over. That's grabbing this yarn here, and we're going to pull it through this loop. And that's going to close our magic loop, magic ring. So now that that's closed, you can let go of this and you can slip this off your finger. And then we can begin our single crochet stitches. Now, if you are a beginner, of course you don't know what that is. So let's show you what that is. Okay, so what we have to do is we're going to chain 1, and this is going to make the height of the row. So chain 1 is pretty much yarning over. When we put the yarn over the needle, that's a yarn over. Then we're going to pull this yarn over through the loop, and that's a chain. We created 1 chain. So now we're going to do 6 single crochet stitches. I will talk through 2 and do the rest without saying anything. Okay, so stick your hook into the magic ring like that, right? Then we're going to yarn over and pull the hook through the loop. So now we have 2 loops onto our needle there. Then we're going to yarn over and we're going to draw through both loops, and that is 1 single crochet stitch. So we have our chain 1, that's going to make the height. We're going to squish this down so it'll work. It's just going to look very loose and not that great at the moment. But yeah, so this is single crochet. Then let's do this one more time with you guys. So put the hook into the magic loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. So that's 2 single crochet stitches. Now we only need 4 more, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have 6 single crochet stitches. I took the yarn off my fingers because now we're going to close this magic loop. You want to grab this excess piece here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this because I want to see which of the loops go in first, this front loop or this back loop. So gently pinch your stitches so that you can pull this and start watching it move. And then as you can see, that front one is moving. So what we're going to do is grab the front one. We're going to pull this end out of it, this bottom end, not this top one, the bottom one. So we're going to pull it out because we want this back loop to go in as well. And it's easier to do it this way, trust me, than just pulling all of this all at once. It gets bunchy sometimes and it won't all go in. It's not going to be nice and clean and neat. So yeah, keep pulling that end until that whole back loop disappears. Okay, make sure you're grabbing the right end because you don't want this to disappear. So you see, I think it's all gone now. It's really in there. And you can tell because the magic loop is now no more. That's why it's magic. Okay, so then once you pull that in, you can take the end now, and then you can pull that to follow. And we're just going to keep pulling until that loop then disappears. And it's gone. And that's the magic loop, except you get all this that we wasted. But there's no avoiding that, so. Okay, so now we're going to count back 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to stick your hook into the 6th stitch. Now, as I'm doing this, you see my hand is over. I feel awkward because most of my crocheting life I've done it under. So I feel this is the more comfortable because you can easily maneuver, and it allows you to not grip it too tightly because you can get cramps in your hands, and also you can make your stitches too tight if you go overhand. You can still do it this way, but you know, I do find it harder to regulate the stitches that I'm making because I'm just so tense. So I hold it very lightly like this. So let's do a yarn over, and we'll pull this through all the loops, and then we've created our first round. You know what I'm noticing? Where's my safety pin? Did it get lost? You notice that, you guys? Isn't that crazy? Oh, no. Alright. It was in here. It comes with the safety pin. Which I feel is so much easier. So grab your safety pin. We're going to mark off that last stitch that we made. So this one right here. Front and back loops. And then we're just going to close this. And this is going to mark where we left off so that if we ever get lost, we can always find our way. And it happens, you guys, more often than not. And it doesn't matter what level you're in. I get distracted by 1,000 things when I'm crocheting, and I don't use I'm gutsy. I don't use this, but sometimes I'm like, oh man, I really got to put into thought to see where I left off, and these are just so easy to figure out where you left off. Okay, so round 2, we're gonna chain 1 again. This is for the height, like that, and then we're gonna do 6 increasing stitches and end with 12. So an increase stitch is fairly easy. All it is going to be 2 single crochet stitches in 1 stitch, and I'll show you how that works. So you want to put your hook into the next stitch like that. Then we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then to do the increasing stitch, we're going to go back again into that same stitch that we were just in. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's all it is. We have 2 single crochet stitches now in 1 stitch from the round below. So I'll do this one more time with you guys. Stick your hook into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now to do the increasing stitch, into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 4 single crochet stitches. So let's just complete this 4 more times, and we should have 12 single crochet stitches at the end. Okay, so I'm in the last stitch where the safety pin is. So I did put the hook already. You can remove this safety pin before, after, or during this last stitch. I did it during. Okay, again, increasing stitches are 2 single crochet stitches in each stitch. So now I'm going to count back 12 and I'm going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stick your hook into the 12th stitch. Then yarn over and pull up through all loops. Then I'm going to go back and take my safety pin and pin that last stitch front to back, front and back loops. And give this a close, and we can move on to round 3. So for round 3 we have chain 1, and that's for the height of the row. Then we're going to have a single crochet stitch and an increasing stitch times 6 times. So we're doing the single crochet stitch and the increasing stitch 6 times to end up with 18 stitches. Okay, so let's chain 1. Then we're going to do a single crochet stitch in the next stitch. Then we're going to do an increasing stitch into the next stitch. And then we're going to do a single crochet stitch into the next stitch. Then we're going to do an increasing stitch into the next stitch. And then we're going to do this 4 more times. Single crochet, increasing stitch, single crochet, increasing stitch, just getting more yarn here, single crochet, increasing stitch, single crochet, and last one. Let's remove this safety pin. I guess this time I'll show you how I remove it before I do the stitch. Increasing stitch, and then maybe next round I'll show you how to remove it after I complete the stitch. Okay, so now we can count back 18 stitches and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know, when you're kind of sleep deprived and or hungry or both or just out of it and you're counting stitches, it just sounds funny. It's like, ooh, back to school. I don't know. All right, we're gonna mark it off front and back loops like we do after every round. And now we're gonna do round 4. So we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna do 2 single crochet stitches and an increasing stitch 6 times and end up with 24 stitches. So chain 1 for the height. Then we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches into the next stitch. 1, 2, 2 single crochet stitches. So in the next stitch, 2. and then an increasing stitch that's in the same stitch here. 1, 2 into that same stitch for an increasing stitch. Okay, and again 2 single crochet stitches, so 1 into the next stitch, 2 into the next stitch, and then an increasing stitch, so that's 2 in 1, 1 single crochet stitch, 2 single crochet stitches. Okay, so now we just have to repeat that 4 more times, getting more yarn here. Okay. Single crochet stitch, single crochet stitch, increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, single crochet stitch, increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, single crochet stitch, increasing stitch, single crochet stitch, oops, single crochet stitch, my needle slipped out, single crochet stitch, and then I'm going to do an increasing stitch, and this time I'm going to show you how you can do it leaving the safety pin until you're done. You just got to scoot it over. So increasing stitch, and it might get a little cumbersome with an increasing stitch and the safety pin in here, but it's doable, especially if I'm holding it this way because I know this way I can do loose stitches. So when you do loose stitches, you can pretty much just pull it over. If you are a tight stitcher, that might be a little difficult. Okay, so now that we did that, we can remove the safety pin. Then I'm going to count 24 stitches and then do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Slip your hook into the 24th stitch, yarn over, and pull through all loops. And then we're going to mark this off with the safety pin again. Okay, so I am doing this during my lunchtime. I do have a full-time job. Let me just see what time we're at. Okay. So you're not going to notice because I'm just going to pause, and then I'm going to complete the next rounds, which are 5 through 11, to complete this pot. I'm so excited for this, you guys, so I can't wait to finish this. And I know I'm saying too much right now, but it's literally going to be the next frame where I'm going to start the next row. Okay, so let me get some yarn here, and we're going to do round 5. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches and an increasing stitch 6 times to end with 30 stitches. So chain 1, we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches, then we're going to do an increasing stitch, up. For some reason, either it's the yarn or the needle, but it keeps slipping like really in and out of the yarn, and it's messing me up. So we'll do that again. I just did the one single crochet, and we're going to do an increasing stitch. I think my needle just slipped and lost a couple strands of the yarn. Okay, so again, 3 single crochet stitches. And an increasing stitch. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. 1, 2, 3, increasing stitch, 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3, increasing stitch, get some more yarn here. One, 2, 3, increasing stitch, 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, 3. Going to remove the marker. And we're going to do an increasing stitch. Okay, so now we should count back 30 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And we're going to do a slip stitch. Yeah, this, either the yarn is just really slippery or the needle is. Let's do this again. Slip stitch. I'm going to mark this stitch off. And then we're going to move on to the 6th round. So for the 6th round, we have chain 1. And then back loops only, that's BLO. So we're going to be using the back loop. If you take a look at this, it looks like a nice braid. The front loops are these ones in the front here. And the back loops are the ones in the back, right here. Okay, so row 6. Back loops only, 30 single crochet stitches, so this is pretty straightforward. 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch. Pardon the scratching. Dexter is taking care of his business. Alright, so chain 1, And then we're going to do 30 single crochet stitches all the way around using the back loops. So I want to show this to you. I'm going to show this to you twice. Again, front loop, back loop. We're going to put it in the back loop. Oop. Like that. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. One more time. This is the front loop. This is the back loop. Put it through the back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And we'll just continue this all the way around. Since we count in the end, you don't have to count while you're doing this, because we know that it's 1 single crochet stitch into each of these stitches. So you can conserve your voice. This is where I would play some music. That's not gonna happen today. But yeah, I have the AC going. So if you can hear that in the background, apologize as well for that. Right, almost there. And you see how this is starting to curl inward. We're gonna have to flip this out because the nicer side is the one we're looking at right now. And then the not so good looking side is the side that has that magic loop excess piece. So I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with that. But we're gonna have to reverse this. Let's remove this safety pin. Did you see that? Oh no. Did it come from here? Great. I'm gonna have to rewind this. I can't, I could have sworn it came from this stitch, but when it came out, I think it came from the second one, which means I have 2 left. I'm gonna replay my video back because in a blink of an eye, I totally didn't see which stitch it's coming from because I could have sworn it came out of this one. So the second one here. All right, let me check this. Okay, so I checked it and it did come out of the second one, so good thing I'm filming. Surveillance. But yeah, so I have the 2. Okay, so now I'm going to count back 30 and I'm going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. And then we're going to do a slip stitch. And then we're going to mark off that last stitch. And I'm going to show you guys the right and wrong side. So this is the right side. You can see all the defined rows. It's all nice and neat. Now if we flip onto the wrong side, and that's usually what the crochet instructions will say, right side, wrong side, or front and back. But yeah, so we see how this magic loop has the excess piece here, so that's another way to tell which side is the right side. Plus, when you look at here, we lost the definition of rows. So what we're going to do is we just got to flip this inside out. You know, I could tuck this in, it'll probably come out, but just flip it inside out like that so that you have the nice side showing. Okay, so round 7 through 10. So the next 4 rows, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to do 30 single crochet stitches. So one of the major issues with this is keeping track of the rows, because you know, we're kind of just doing the same thing over and over again, that we can tend to just get lost in the zone and then forget which row we're on. So if you had 4 of these safety pins, that would be great, but we don't. So I'm just gonna have to make sure that for the next 4 rows I don't do anything, I don't, you know, distract myself. So if there ever was a moment, that would be now. All right, so let's chain 1 and let's do 30 single crochet stitches. I'm going to try to just go fast with this. The faster, the less painful. So again, if you want to see this load down, click on the gear button on the corner of the screen. That will give you a playback option to select fast or slow, and it goes by increments of 0.5, I believe. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, use that to speed up or slow down what I'm doing so that you can better understand what's going on. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this yarn, but it's so easy for the needle to go in between the strands, which will leave a knot when you're unraveling. So okay, then we're gonna move the marker. Okay, this time it's the one right next to it, so we're good there. Then I'm going to count back 30 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, and I dropped it. Alright, don't you hate that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You always want to make sure about these counts, because the counts are gonna make sure everything looks right with the project. So okay, so now we're going to do round 8. And I said I wasn't going to do anything. I definitely had to stop there. So, but we're on round 8. Let's get this done. Oh my gosh. See, it starts out as don't mind me, but you saw that little fray. I like to have my yarn nice and neat. If my needle goes through the thread, or I'm missing a thread, or I like to go back and fix it. We'll see how far I can get with these instructions. At most, I can do just under a 2-hour video. Today, I don't think I'm going to wait to go that long. I don't even know if I would go that long with this project, but it is almost an hour, and I'm still on the pot, so we'll see. But I might just stop after this pot, and then we'll do a part 2 of, I guess, the soils next. But there's not much in there. I think the next biggest thing is going to be the flower. Okay, last one. Remove the marker. Then I'm going to do a slip stitch on the 30th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's try that again. Ah! It's just so slippery. I don't know what's up. It's crazy. Okay. I normally don't have, I didn't have any problems with the plastic one, and I have other metal needles, and I don't have that problem with them, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the yarn. Alright. Now we just got to do this 2 more times. And you guys, this is how much yarn I have left. I'm freaking out a little bit because because I gotta do 3 more rows, and hopefully I can make it 3 more rows. Man, but we'll see, because I made my stitches nice and loose so that I have I'm not tense and it's just relaxed, but it seems like you have to crochet it like you're, I don't know. Anyway, let's do the 9th row. And maybe I'll tighten up my stitches more, which I don't like to do. I like to be consistent. I do not have matching yarn, so as I'm doing this, maybe I'll think of something. Maybe I'll just use a black or a green. I don't know. So I just wish, like, you know, these magic rings take up so much yarn, and then when you're done with the ring and you close it, as you see in my little excess piece, that's a lot of yarn wasted. I mean, you know, would 5 inches buy me some time? It would buy me something, you know? So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm just getting tangled in everything. Okay, remove the marker. I might have enough yarn for 1 more row. Okay, let's count back 30 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm going to mark off the last stitch, and then we're going to do round 10. Let me just quickly see how much yarn I have left. Oh my gosh, this was cut by, oh, maybe I'll make it by the 11th row. We'll see. Okay. So again, 30. What's the difference between 11? Front loop only. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have room for the last round. I might have partial room, and then I'll have to do a different color midway, I think. Maybe less than midway. Oh my goodness. Okay, last stitch, remove the marker. Count back 30 to a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. Now, I'm going to do something because I'm going to try to stretch my yarn. Okay, you see this excess piece here? Well, it's not that big. Screw it. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to leave a little bit like that. And I don't, you know, at this point I don't care if it's like, look how much I have left. So I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna, it is kind of, I thought it was longer than, it's not 5 inches clearly, but I thought it was. All right, I'm gonna try tying it this way. We have one more round, and 100% I do not have enough yarn to finish the last round. I am for sure gonna have to apply a different color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find a black, and I'm gonna use that. But yeah, it's disappointing. They you know, and obviously an advanced crocheter came up with these instructions, so they probably constructed this to where they took an account of all the yarn, made it nice and snug, those stitchings, and it doesn't fit. Okay, so let me get some black yarn. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my black yarn here. Again, not ideal. I don't know why I'm choosing black. I don't have a color that looks exactly like this. So I'm just gonna use what I have. It's really annoying. But yeah, hopefully I can pull this off. It's gonna look like a joke. I'm just already like, whatever. So I feel your guys' pain. Again, I get a lot of comments saying that there's not enough material, and I'm not, you know, I tell them like, I agree. Okay, so we have to do round 11, chain 1 and front loops only. So that's, if we see the braid here, this is the back loop, this is the front loop. We're going to be working the front loops, and we're going to come from under and through the front loop only. Okay, I'll show you that again. Oh, but now we have, oh, there's definitely no way we're going to be able to make it with the leftover. But we have to do 30 double crochet stitch. Okay, so let's show you how to do that. They could have done half. I don't think they need to do double, but anyway. So, I don't know why they say chain 1. If it's a double, to reach that height, it should be 2. But we're going to follow their instructions. Okay, so chain 1, front loops only, we're going to do a double crochet stitch. So what you do is you yarn over, you stick your hook into the front loop only, like I said, from under up through that first loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that is 1 double crochet, and look, it's supposed to be 2 chains. Now it's kind of like leaning to this way because it's not high enough, but you know, let's just follow what it's saying. Okay, so 30. Let's walk this over again. Yarn over, front loop only, from down under up through the front loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 2. So one more time, and then I'll just do this all the way around. You want to yarn over, down under through the front loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, so let's continue these double crochet stitches all around. And then it's gonna change to black out of nowhere. It's craziness. And it's a different texture. It's thicker, so there's gonna be like a bulge. It is what it is, you guys. You make do with what you have, and it's not the end of the world. It's still gonna come out cute. And you could always remake these in an unconventional color. Like if you know pink is your favorite color, go do that. But yeah, as you can see here, it's such a night and day. There's thickness issues. It's just disappointing. I mean, if I was that, and sometimes I have to hold myself back, but knowing this, I would go back, unravel everything, and start over using tighter stitching so that I have some yarn at the end. But I think right now I'm just in a let's just get this done kind of mode. But yeah, for sure I will take a part 2 after I finish the pot. Okay. Almost there, you guys. I mean, this is already looking silly. How disappointing. I hope you guys out there still have your brown yarn that you can use. If so, leave a comment below. Let me know if you still have your brown yarn at this point. Okay, almost there. The finish line of like the first lap. We still have a lot more to go. Okay, last stitch. Let's remove it here. Okay, now I'm going to count back 30 into a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, 30. And would you believe I lost my spot? I gotta count 30 again. Hold on. Lord. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. I don't even know if I was in frame counting that. Alright, done with this. We're going to cut this. I don't know how much we're going to need. So, cut it here. I'm going to yarn over. Pull this. And here we have the pot. You know, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's purposefully designed that way. Considering I tried to make it work, you guys, but this is it. So in our part 2, we're going to do the soil, which is pretty straightforward. And then we're going to also do all the little leaves and assemble it. And that should be it for this series. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please join me again for the part 2 of this video. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.